In this video I'm gonna show you the best leg exercises that you can do at home with no equipment to finish this lockdown with some gains. Let's get it. The first exercise is assisted step-ups. All you have to do is grab a chair and place it right next to a door. Grab the edge of the door because that's how you're going to maintain balance throughout the whole exercise. Place one foot on the chair and double check it to be 100% sure it's stable and won't roll over. And finally, you're ready to begin the exercise. At the bottom of the movement, I don't want you to pause as you would do on normal step-ups, but just slightly touch the ground and get into the next rep. If you lean forward and your knees go far in front, then you will feel the tension in your quads. But if you push your hips further back and stand up straight, you will feel the tension more in your glutes and hamstrings. Perform the reps fairly slow so that you will stay longer in tension and build strength. The rest time between sets shouldn't be more than 30-40 seconds because when one leg is working, the other one is resting. So if you're a beginner, assisted step-ups are great for building strength, and the next exercise will be a lot easier to perform. And I'm talking about lateral step-ups. To get into the right position, again, place a chair against the wall. This time you won't be facing the chair straight. Instead, turn at a 90-degree angle, then place your foot on the chair. Make sure the chair is fully stable and won't roll over, then begin the exercise. Similar to the assisted step-ups, if your knees go far in front and you start leaning forward, you will feel the tension more in your quads, but be careful because a lot of stress is also put on the knee. But if you begin the exercise by pushing your hips back first and maintain a straight position and just slightly bent over, then you will feel the tension more in your glutes and in your hamstrings. The most common mistake I see people do on lateral step-ups is that they create momentum from their ankles. So be careful when your foot is touching the ground, your toes need to be facing upwards and you should land on your heel. And you should get back up without pushing with the front of your foot. So always keep your toes upwards. When it comes to rest time, I don't take longer than 40 seconds because again, when one leg is working, the other one is resting. So I don't want to take a long break and cool down. If you master lateral step-ups, then you're going to improve your balance a lot and you're going to be better prepared for exercise number 3, which is the pistol squat. And the pistol squat is basically a squat done on one leg. It's very similar to lateral step-ups, but it's harder due to the fact that you will get way lower at the bottom of the movement, which makes it trickier to maintain balance. So to get into the right position, stand straight, place your feet about shoulder width apart, slightly lift one foot from the ground and begin to squat. Push your hips back first, and as you go down, raise your hands and foot in order to maintain balance. As soon as your thighs are parallel to the ground, you can get back up. I always have at least a 1 second pause at the top just to catch my breath and regain my balance. As you can see, I haven't yet mastered the technique, but I'm getting there. They are pretty new to me as I've started to do them since the lockdown, but hands down, it's the best exercise you can do at home to grow your legs. Exercise number 4 is going to focus primarily on the glutes and hamstrings, and it is the one leg Romanian deadlift. So in a basic deadlift, you will place your feet about hip width apart, you will keep your core tight, you will push your hips back, you will lean forward until your hips are at about mid-level between your head and your knees, get a good stretch, then squeeze your glutes tight and get back into the starting position. And when I see people do one leg deadlifts, the biggest mistake is that they stand straight throughout the whole exercise and do it in like a yoga pose style, but we're not doing yoga, we're doing a deadlift, so you need to follow the exact same steps as on a normal deadlift. Core tight, hips back, start leaning forward. When your hips reach the mid-level between your head and your knees, get a good stretch, then squeeze your glutes tight and get back into the starting position. Without a doubt, it's a difficult exercise, but once you've mastered it, it will bring great results. With that being said, let's get into exercise number 5, which is the Bulgarian split squat. To perform the exercise right, grab a chair, place it right next to a wall, face the chair backwards, and place your feet around shoulder width apart. Place one foot on the chair, and now you have 3 options. You can either take a small step, and the exercise will place more emphasis on your quads. Take a big step, and the tension will move towards your glutes and hamstrings. Or you can place your feet between those two ends for an overall leg development. When you take a big or a neutral step, you should stand straight throughout the whole exercise, but if you take the small step, automatically your knees will go forward a lot and you will start leaning forward. So depending on your goals and what you are trying to achieve, place your feet accordingly. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. Also leave me a comment below if you have suggestions. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give me a thumbs up. Also subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload next. And don't forget to leave me a comment if you have suggestions for future videos. Ciao!